Good evening, I'm Bo Williams and welcome to the 7. Let's get a look at the big 7 stories right now. And topping the list, a 35-year-old man is missing in the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. It's been 2 days since he was last seen. Tonight, authorities are asking for your help in locating the man. Jacobs Riggs was last seen in Maynardville on Sunday. His car found yesterday in the national park. Now rangers are searching for him near the Townsend, Tremont, and Cades Cove area of the park. Riggs has black hair, a dark beard, brown eyes. He's 6'2", weighs around 185 pounds. If you see him, maybe you have some information on where he is, you are asked to call the National Park Service tip line at 888-653-009. You can also call 911. Next on the Big 7, people in the Sunbright community are holding a meeting to figure out what they need to do to rebuild. You know, last week an EF1 tornado ripped through the small Morgan County city. This evening, members of the community met at a town hall after the Tennessee Emergency Management Agency, or TEMA, said the town does not qualify for federal assistance. We're told the review determined that the criteria was not met for the assistance. Now, we caught up with the mayor of Sunbright before tonight's town hall meeting.
Hopefully, the residents in the community that were affected will come out and be with us tonight so we can talk to them and give them a sense of what they need to be doing and resources that may be available to them, even though FEMA and TEMA, there's no available funding for them.
Now, anyone in Morgan County who has been affected by the tornado is encouraged to take photos of any weather-related damage before beginning cleanup efforts and then contact their insurance company. We'll have much more on this for you tonight at 11 o'clock. Next on the Big 7, teachers carrying guns could soon become a reality in Tennessee schools as a bill continues to make its way through the legislature. Tennessee State Senate has passed House Bill 1202 this afternoon by a vote of 26-5. This coming after the gallery was cleared as people protested the legislation. Now, the bill will allow faculty or staff members of a school to carry a concealed handgun on school grounds under certain conditions. Those who decide to carry will have to undergo 40 hours of annual gun training at their own expense. Teachers would also have to receive approval from the school director, passing a mental health evaluation and passing an FBI background check. These are the same requirements school resource officers have to undergo. Some members of the Senate voicing their concerns against the bill, others saying that this bill will protect children.
The teachers are already getting their guns and belongings stolen out the parking lot of schools. Do you think it won't happen in a school building? Guys, this is irresponsible. The public school teachers don't even want the bill.
There are some counties where they may only have 2 deputies on shift. It might take 20 or 30 minutes to get to that school. What havoc can be wreaked in that 30-minute period? This bill tries to fix that problem and protect children.
The bill will now go to the House and is set on the calendar for April 17th. If passed, it will go into law once Governor Lee signs it or allows it to go into law without his signature. Lady Vols now under new leadership as Kim Caldwell has officially made it to Rocky Top. Caldwell is officially the Lady Vols' 4th head coach in program history. She has a clear mission, though, take the Lady Vols back to the top, and she's going to do it her way. This is the first time the university has gone outside of the Pat Summitt tree for a head coaching hire in the NCAA era. Holly Warlick and Kelly Harper, both being LVFLs that played under Summitt. However, that doesn't mean that Kim Caldwell doesn't understand the legacy. It's the reputation that precedes Tennessee women's basketball that makes Caldwell humbled and honored to take over the helm of a program that once trailblazed the sport.
I can't wait to connect with our former players and listen to their stories, hear their history, and pass on what it means to be a Lady Vol and represent that in our program. Pat Summitt changed the game of basketball, and wouldn't she love to see where the game is now? I will never be Pat Summitt. Nobody can. But I will strive every day to be somebody that she would be proud of.
Which the next few days and weeks will include getting a great staff put in place, forming relationships with the players that are on the roster, and then get in the portal and start recruiting. Caldwell did receive some support from a famous VFL. You probably heard of him. The head coach mentioned today that Peyton Manning sent her a text. Next on the Big 7, a man has now been charged in connection to a woman's death in Claiborne County. He has now been charged in his wife's death after a body was found along the side of the road in New Tazewell. On April 2nd, Lori Ann Hobson, a corrections officer over the kitchen at the Claiborne County Jail, was found dead along Barron Creek Road just outside of a car. Now, police say the husband, Benjamin Wayne Hobson, attacked her in the car with a knife, stabbing her multiple times in the chest and cutting her throat. Afterward, witnesses say they saw Benjamin naked, wet, and having blood on his hands and body. He has been charged with criminal homicide. He is already being held at the Claiborne County Jail on other charges. He is being held on a $1 million bond for the criminal homicide charge. Next on the Big 7, continuing coverage into a Saturday night crash along Highway 33 in Union County. Yesterday, we reported that 3 people died in that crash. According to the Tennessee Constables Association, Union County E911 received a report of a truck driving erratically in the Sharps Chapel community. TCA went on to say Constable John Dennis saw the truck driving 65 miles per hour in a 45 mile per hour zone. When the constable turned on his emergency lights, the truck reportedly took off. Dennis reported seeing the truck run a stop sign on Sharps Chapel Road near Highway 33 before colliding with another car on a bridge near Norris Lake. TCA reports the truck then went airborne over the side of the bridge and caught fire. 2 people in the truck were killed, as well as a person in the other vehicle. Janie Wynn identifies the victim in the other vehicle as her friend Josh Scott. Now, Scott worked at the Green Hills Funeral Home. Wynn says she is still trying to process what happened.
He was working. He was at the funeral home. I think he was getting a body, and he was on his way home. That day, he was supposed to come over to my house to see my sister's little girl because he always comes over there. And he was like, well, I can't. I got to work. I'll come over after. And I just never heard from him then after.
Now, Green Hills Funeral Home, where Scott worked, posted a statement on social media. Part of that statement says that Scott was approved for an apprenticeship as a funeral director and embalmer and enrolled in mortuary school. The crash is being investigated by the Tennessee Highway Patrol. Hundreds of Knox County school employees may be losing their jobs. That's next on the 7. At the end of the school year, a COVID emergency relief funding plan is coming to an end. The funding covered many salaries for tutors beginning in 2020, but over the Easter weekend, tutors were told their position, quote, will not continue. The letter said their position was always temporary and will end at the end of this May. It said the position was funded by the Elementary and Secondary School Emergency Relief Grant. The grant set to expire at the end of this school year. Now, in a statement from Knox County Schools, it said they do value the tutoring program and they have a plan in place to continue it in some variation, but that depends on if board members vote to approve the budget. Now, tonight, the board will be discussing the budget at a community budget hearing, which starts in about 30 minutes.